To the august member of Honorable Panel of Critics, Panel Chairperson Dr. Edward Panganiban, Content Panel Professor Renalyn Texon, Technical Panel Dr. Romero Dante Salum, and our subject teacher Dr. Darius Alado. A wonderful day to every one of you. On behalf of our advisor, Dr. Jamie Tats Infante Mateo, we are pleased to present to you our proposed project entitled Arduino-based Alternating Current Controller System today via Zoom platform.
To our esteemed panelists, I am Ryan Oxales of BSIT 4-3, the project and software developer, and I live with the principle that life is too short. Let's make the most out of it.
Likewise, I believe that you only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. I am Mary Grace Aljibatoon from BSIT 4-3, the project manager.
The outline of our presentation starts with a short background of the study, objectives, wireframe, and meeting the objectives.
The prevalent issue of society is population growth. There is a direct proportional relationship between population growth and energy consumption. When there is an increase on the demand on energy, microeconomics says that the energy supply will also rise as well. To help leveraging the electricity cost, the proponent thought of developing an Arduino-based alternating current controller system. This innovation specifically helps Isalco One in cost efficiency in terms of personal services by eliminating the manual tasks in disrupting the supply of electricity to a household, and reduce the risk of human life lost and health hazard, and the cost reduction on the maintaining electrical lines.
The proposed system was built using an Arduino-based technology alongside the use of Ethernet Shield module for communication, Internet technology, and switching device, particularly the solid-state relay. The web application was developed to test the functionality of the device. The web app serves as an initial module to run the Arduino device. First, the web app monitors the client status of the connection, and it also stores the client database consisting of the basic information.
Proposed study aimed to develop an innovative way in the way Isalco One does its management of power lines, specifically on the imposition of sanction for their client unpaid use, and eliminate the manual task in disrupting the supply of electricity to a household. Specifically, it seeks to
The first objectives aims to identify technology. The objectives of this project was to create an Arduino-based alternating current control system that controls the electric line and notifying the specific clients for disconnection and reconnection. The system overview of the project is shown in the figure.
On the 23rd of July 2021, the team had a face-to-face interview with the Isalco One at Alicia Isabela. During the interview, it was discussed the proposed project and the cost-benefit analysis of the project. On the last part of the interview, one of the electrical engineer of Isalco One recommended that in developing the device, the proponent must use a contactor to hold the high voltage of a household.
The main board or the brain of the operation is the Arduino Uno R3. The Arduino Uno R3 has a removable Atmega 328AB microcontroller and in dual inline package format, and it is the latest version. It has 20 digital pin input and output that can be used for the Ethernet Shield. The Ethernet Shield serves as the connection between the web application and Arduino device. The 5 volts breadboard acts as a power supply of the relay. The 12 volts DC power adapter with 3-way splitter serves as a power supply of each module. The solid-state relay used as a switch to turn on or off the contactor. The 12 volts mini fan serves as an exhaust fan to circulate the air temperature. The contactor serves as a main switch of the electric line that can hold 220 volts.
Second objective is to develop a prototype that controls the flow of electricity in a targeted household. In order to address the second objective, let us present to you the short clip in developing the device. initial output of our project. Let's go! You can see we have finished installing the device last January 17, 2022. The ABAX device alongside with the circuit breaker. Since we have lack of knowledge in terms of electrical lines, with the help of engineer Alvin Makatbag, he helped us on how to connect the circuit breaker to the ABAX device. And the installation and testing was successful. It's been almost a month since the day we installed the device, and we are grateful that as of this day, there's no visible technical issues. By this time, Mr. Ryan C. Oxales will demonstrate to you the actual device and how to control it.
So now, I already set up the internet connection of our device by using a LAN cable. So before I proceed to our web app or on the ABAX web app, let me show you that this entire household have a power of electricity because the status of our device are connected. And now to access the ABAX web app, we need to connect first in the internet connection. Then after that, open any kind of browser and search for abax.com. abax.com. In here in the login form, we need to enter the two pieces of information, the username and the password. Then click the login. Here in the ABAX dashboard, you can see here the total consumer, the total active meter, and the total inactive meter. Also, the disconnected chart and reconnected chart, and the activity logs. And I'm going here in the consumer. In the consumer, I need to find the ID number of our device. So the ID number of our device are 2021004. So the status for now is connected. So I'm going to disconnect. So as you can see, there is no power supply to the entire household. By the way, our device power supply is separated from the household power supply. And try to reconnect again. Okay. The power supply of the entire household will be restored. So I will try again to disconnect. And reconnect again. So that's it. The software was based on the old and new wireframe. The wireframe served as a blueprint of the project to provide a visual understanding of the project. And now, let us present to you the wireframe versus the actual system.
The third objective aims to test the functionality of the system in order address the third objective, we would like to present to you the short clip of the actual system.
The Arduino-based alternating current controller system was developed in order to run and to test the functionality of the device. The administrator can access the ABAC system in any browser. After browsing, it shows the login form. The purpose of the login form is for the admin to enter two pieces of information, a username, then followed by the password, in order for the admin to fully access the system. After the login form, the administrator interface is in the main page of the system. The main page contains different functionalities such as the dashboard, consumer, reports, user, logs, and settings. Administrator can visualize the data on disconnection and reconnection by a chart. Next one is the consumer module. In this module, it allows the administrator to view the list of consumers, which comprise household number and their basic information and their status. By clicking the edit button, the consumer form will be pop up and the admin can change or edit all the details of a consumer. In deleting a consumer, there will be a warning sign and a confirmation message popped up for the admin to decide. Lastly, the disconnect or reconnect button. In this button, the system can control the hardware device by clicking the disconnect or reconnect button. In adding a new consumer, the admin will click the new button and fill up the consumer form with the basic information of a consumer. The report module. In this module, the form contains a one-drop button, the status, it can be connected or disconnected. The calendar button, the admin can set the calendar. It can be monthly, annually, or quarterly. By clicking the search button, the admin can view the list of the consumer with their current status. Next is the print button, where the admin can print out the soft copy of the list of the consumer with their current status. Next is the user module. These users are the allowed users who can access the system. Next is the administrator interface in the activity log of the system. And the purpose of this form is for the administrator to view the admin and the user activities in the system. The settings where the administrator interface in the account credential. The purpose of the form is allowing the administrator to change the username, password, and the PIN code. In the top right of the system is the system administrator. Clicking the profile, if the administrator wants to leave the system, by clicking the logout button, there would be a confirmation message pop up, and it has a two button, the cancel button and the logout button.
Before we end the presentation, we would like to present to you the challenges that we encounter in developing the proposed project. In June 2021, the original proposed system was to build a device using Arduino-based technology alongside the use of Global System for Communication or the GSM, short message SMS or the SMS technology in switching device, particularly the solid-state relay. In order to test the functionality of the device, the proponent developed a standalone software, the Mach billing system, for disconnection and reconnection through SMS communication. The original wireframe or the Mach billing software shown in the figure.
During the device testing from July to August, as shown in the figure, There were some technical issues with the communication of the two GSM module, and they were not able to perform the program due to network connection and cannot meet the objective in terms of notifying the consumers for disconnection and reconnection. The 16-channel relay has a limitation. It cannot hold 220 volts of electricity per household. In addition, the data is not accurate, and the Arduino Uno had a problem in terms of how to respond to the software command.
On September, the proponent thought to use an Ethernet shield instead of using two GSM module. The website application controls the Arduino to perform the program and for notifying the consumer for disconnection and reconnection through the internet. The Ethernet shield serves as the connection between the web application and Arduino device.
That would be all.
Thank you. A wonderful day to all of you.